Hello, my name is Christy Womack. I have a BSN. I've been a nurse for 3.5 years. I work at Methodist Children's Hospital in San Antonio, Texas. Welcome to my book review. It's a presentation of The Influencer, The Power to Change Anything. So first off, let's start with a brief description of the authors. They are Carrie Patterson, Joseph Grenny, David Maxfield, Ron McMillan, and Al Switzler. They're all trailblazers of Vital Smarts. Vital Smarts is an innovator of training services, products, and teaches best practices for training and services. They've taught over 2 million people and have worked with more than 300 Fortune 500 companies. Just to also add, they're the co-authors of the New York Times bestseller Crucial Conversations. The purpose of the book. It's thought-provoking. It teaches the influencing process. And the influencer is about changing hearts, minds, and behaviors to produce meaningful, sustainable results. The target audience, obviously CEOs, parents, anybody who wants to make a difference. Basically, if you've ever struggled to get ideas adopted or change the system you're in, you need to read this book. And the strengths of the book. So it is easy to follow. It's a pretty interesting read. There's simple ideas, a lot of examples. The influencer change system is about changing behaviors to achieve results. So you change the behavior by changing the motivation and the ability across personal, social, and structural aspects. This system and model is great because it scales up and down from your personal lifestyle changes, like losing weight, to global changes like eliminating diseases. So shortcomings. There's a lot of information. There's a lot to remember, the different steps, and there's a lot of examples. So the model is simple, but the real challenge is putting it into practice. So let's be honest, change is tough anyway. And some of the highlights that the book changes about failure is 85% of corporate change efforts fail. That's terrible. 2 out of 3 criminals are rearrested within 3 years. That's also terrible. You can improve your chances of success when you have a system or a model like this book gives you. So the objectives. These are objectives from the book. Identify a handful of high leverage behaviors that lead to rapid and profound change. Apply strategies for changing both thoughts and actions. Marshal 6 sources of influence to make change inevitable. The authors achieved the objectives. The advice is understandable. The multiple examples given to help explain each concept in full. There was a diverse group of examples from rehabilitating criminals in the mass to helping employee morale. Let's see. Recommendations. I would definitely recommend The Influencer. Why attempt to cope with your problems when you can overcome them? With the numerous examples to explain each concept, there are different ways to look at the advice in many different aspects. The point of the book is that anyone can become an influencer, so that's pretty cool. And here are my references.